Okay, Mike Doomer, is it okay that I tape that conversation?
Please.
Okay,
please.
I will. I mean, we're here in American Siberia. The apartment, the house is heated, but probably insulation is poorly heated, so we're a little bit cold here. Thanks for being my partner for the next couple minutes. I just talked to your brother, Dan, and we focused on ecology. With you, I would like to focus more on political issues. So who do you think are going to be the two candidates for the presidency for the upcoming election?
I think we all know if neither are die of natural causes or are shot by somebody intelligent enough to do so, that it's going to be Biden and Trump.
Okay, and so this is what you think will happen?
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Oh, pretty clear. Okay.
Pretty clear.
Nikki Haley.
Well, Nikki Haley just she was unopposed in the election in Nevada, the primary in Nevada, and the candidate and the box that said neither of the above candidates got more votes, vastly more votes than she did. So because Trump wasn't in that primary.
Okay. And what do you think will be the outcome of the election? Any guesses or fears?
No, obviously, I have fears, of course, because I think, gosh, I could get killed for this after the next election if he wins. But I think Trump is dangerous. He could spell the end of American democracy as we know it. That's what he tried to do the last time, and he'll try to do it again. But I fear that he could be, mainly because there are a number of sort of clandestine, stupid things that are going on in mostly the states that are contested states, what we call the purple states, because there are the blue states that are generally go Democratic: New York, Minnesota, California, and there are the red states that always go Republican, and then there are the purple states that go one way or the other, and there are a number of independent candidates who may tap some votes away from one or the other candidate, and most of the time they're not going to tap them away from Trump, because the Trump people are fervently, avidly, rabidly behind him.
Well, in Germany, we can't understand that someone's running for president who's got so many trials hanging above his head. What do you know about these trials, and do they do anything for or against him?
Well, I mean, the problem is his supporters only listen to what he has to say, and he says it's all caused by Biden going after him as a political persecution, and that's what he says. It's not true. These are independent legal cases prosecuting crimes that he's committed or supposedly.
Like what?
Well, obviously the first one is his efforts to overturn the election, January 6th, spurring the crowd on to insurrection and taking over the Capitol. The second one is his retaining classified documents at his estate in Mar-a-Lago and not giving them back even when they were subpoenaed, and moving them to a different place in his house when he was subpoenaed. The third one is related to the case of his trying to stay in power when he tried to get people in power in Georgia to find votes, to just make up votes. And then whatever, there are a bunch of sundry other ones where the one where he's accused of committing fraud in his businesses, which it was clearly done because the first guy, his CEO, was convicted already of fraud, and now they're trying to go after him as the owner of the company for committing fraud too. So those are the main ones that are going after him. The trouble is his voters don't pay any attention to this, think it's all a witch hunt, think it's all Biden, and Biden has nothing to do with any of these things. And the trouble is, in terms of the primaries are generally only the most fervent Republicans or Democrats go out and vote in the primaries. So that's why we tend to get radical candidates, because it's sort of the base that comes out for these things. For example, I think in Iowa he got 54% of the vote, but only 10% of all Republicans came out to vote, or 14% of all Republicans came out to vote to begin with. So that means he got 54% of 14% of the Republicans. So that's how our system works, which is a little foolish. I'll quit talking.
Now, what do you think is the future, in a very general sense, of America's future in the world? You know, America's role in the world. If you look at Gaza, if we look at Yemen, you know, or China for that matter.
Well, I guess I hope that we can continue to be a positive influence towards human rights and the rule of law and the order of not having big, powerful nations take over little nations. I hope that we can continue to be a force in that, but I also hope that we can stay out of wars, because obviously those are. I'm very much sort of an anti-war person. So I'd like to see us use political influence, use whatever influence we can to obtain those objectives, but not always rely on military power and stuff like that. So that's my thought.
Thank you very much.
That's
It was
it.
my pleasure. 6 minutes is up.